But today we have another wonderful penny cigar. It is the Drew Estates Herrera Esteli Norteño. Is that how you pronounce it? Norteño? Or Norteño?
Sure.
It's got the hyphen over the end, so I'm assuming it's like whatever. But by Drew Estates, this is I think this is a Lonsdale.
It is.
It is. The wrapper is Maduro, and then
San Andreas.
Well, yeah. Well, you're right. This is the San Andreas, and it's got a Nicaraguan filler. I've heard really good things about this cigar. So thank you, Penny, for supplying us with these, because I've never had one and I want to try one. So this is the perfect time to do so. So going back to the Norteño here. First smoke on it is it's pretty good. I'm liking it. Not a heavy smoke by any means. It's kind of one of those that reminds me of the bad guy smoking the cigar in the old Western, you know?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this smoking down a little bit so that I can feel like Clint Eastwood.
I know, seriously.
Yeah.
But I actually like the feel of it. It's kind of light, and I definitely like the taste of it. I'm having a little construction issues, and I'm not sure if that's a cigar or just the way I cut it, because I did do a V cut on it. But it probably was the V cut that caused it. But I'm not going to knock it off any for that, because it is burning pretty good. And so far, it's a tasty cigar. I can't wait to look into the rest of it. How about you, Andy?
Yeah, I'm going to agree with that. It doesn't have a heavy smoke to it, but it's got a great. So far, this one's had a really good draw, and it's starting off pretty well.
Roberto?
Okay, well, at first, the first look at it, I was instantly reminded of, remember those flutes you got in school that you...
Oh, it's a recorder, yeah.
Yeah, recorders.
The first thing it reminded me of, I was like, wow, that's reminiscent of... But then I looked at the label, and I don't know if you can see the dove and the greenery, and I fully expected to taste cardamom in this.
So early.
But I didn't.
So early.
So early.
But I didn't, and I'm kind of shocked at that.
Gibbs, don't shake your head, man. No, listen, I wish. Listen, wow, I've never seen someone pawn off something before where you're like, Steven, do you have anything to throw out here right now?
Can you overwrite whatever Robert just said, please?
Oh, that's amazing. I will say this. I did smoke one of those about a month and a half ago, and I remember it being seriously, one of the most delicious, just medium-bodied smokes. It doesn't overpower, and the flavor is complex enough to keep you interested throughout. It was never one-dimensional at all. It was really good. And anytime I've ever smoked it as well, I've never had a construction issue at all, ever. I'm talking in terms of the burn, in terms of having to do any touch-ups, anything like that. Like, it's one of those that you can just light it, forget it, you get good flavor out of it, and you know what to expect out of it every single time.
Yep.
Yeah, like I said, I blame my construction issue pretty much on the cut. I probably shouldn't have cut it like that, but it is what it is. How about you, Zach?
I have an actual burn issue, but not a construction issue. It's just a little lopsided. I'll probably touch it up here in a minute. But that could have just been my light. You know, you never know what if you get it perfect or not. It may go down one side a little bit. It's a little off, but it tastes pretty fantastic so far. Get a little bit of spice in there.
It's the air conditioning.
It could be the fan, actually.
It could be burning your cigar funky like that. That can happen.
Yeah.
But I like it so far.
Yeah.
I guess we can do a halfway check, because I'm up to where I'm at with the cigar. I don't know about the rest of
Yeah, about to say we need to do a halfway check. We can do that while he's getting his technical difficulties done.
cooling his device.
Yeah. So for me, the Norteño is, it's good. It's a good cigar, and it's flavorful. But I can't quite put a flavor profile to it.
Cardamom?
There's no cardamom. Shut the fuck up, Robert.
Oh. checking.
But it tastes good. It's not a heavy smoke at all. So it's one of those that if you just want to go out and smoke one, it's perfect for that. It's got a good balance to it, where nothing overpowers it. It's just a good smoke all around. So I'm enjoying it. And
Roland. I wish he watched. I wish I knew if he watched this. That would be awesome. I'm gonna pull a Grim. It's really good. It's got a great draw. The construction is still holding up really well. I thought I was gonna have a Zach problem with the burn there for a minute, but that's evened out. So, but still, it's got a really good flavor. You're right. I can't nail down what it is I taste. Part of that might be the Ardbeg that I'm drinking with it.
Some good stuff right there, the Ardbeg.
It's so fucking good.
Ardbeg, if you want to sponsor us, please do.
Please do. We'll talk about the Ardbeg in a minute. But yeah, other than that, it's not something I want to put down. It's a cigar that I want to continue to sit here and smoke at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the crap out of it.
how about you, Roberto?
I like it. There was a little uneven burn that I had to touch up, but other than that, it's pretty much consistent there. And I like the way it smokes in and out. It's a very nice cigar. Yeah, I like it.
And Zachy Poo.
I'm definitely digging it. I'm smoking it faster than I intended to because I'm really enjoying it, and I'm a lot farther along than I'd like to be at this point.
Yeah, you are.
but
You are.
it's a good cigar. The only thing I've really picked up on, and it was kind of strong at the start, was like a little bit of spice, not pepper, not black pepper, but like almost like a Thai chili, almost just a little bit of spice to it, which I really dig. But it's not overpowering, and it's really good. I'm digging it, and I think I was trying to think if I've had it before, and I think I haven't. I think this may be the first time I've had one. And,
Yeah, same here.
I really dig it.
And Steven, how's your Oliva treating you?
Man, it's incredible. The Melanio Maduro is so incredible. The Melanio in general, I tried the very first one I ever smoked was in 2014, and I remember being blown away by it. And I believe that was the year that actually Cigar Aficionado named it the Cigar of the Year, which was crazy because I just happened to smoke it and I just picked it blindly. It actually might have been at Wiseack Cigars in Georgia. And I remember thinking, holy moly, this is a good cigar. And man, it holds up in any situation. It really does. It's just really solid. This really nice cocoa, cedar, slightly leathery and oaky, just medium body to a T. And just pleasant. Like you can have it with anything. It just flows. It's just one of those go-tos that will never let you down.
Nice.
I definitely agree with that. That's a great cigar.
I don't think I've ever had
that
it.
or the Master Blend 3 are probably my two favorites from Oliva.
Yeah,
I tell you what,
I like that.
if you can get a hold of the Master Blend, those older ones, they are remarkable. The Master Blend 1 is virtually impossible. It might be impossible at this point to get. But Zach, if you like that Master Blend 3, the second Master Blend is out of this world. I'd put that above the 3 by 2 or 3 times. It's really fantastic. And like you said, those are really good cigars. It's just hard to miss with Oliva. It's hard to miss with Drew Estate. It's just hard to miss with a lot of cigars these days. There's so much good quality cigars and brands out there. We're really lucky that we live in a time where, like, it's not, I mean, the cigar realm has shifted so much even since when I started smoking in 2009, I believe. I mean, do you remember, like, it used to be just the big names. Like, if you were smoking, it was like the old Camachos, and then you'd have, like, the Padrones that are always relevant, but then, like, the Davidoff. Like, you either had to go really, really top line, or you were just not smoking a quality cigar. Nowadays, that's just not the case. These boutique brands are coming up with stuff that's $6-7 that is just absolutely crushing it. There's no reason to break the bank anymore for a cigar. There's just so much quality everywhere, and the competition is so high. It's awesome.
Totally.
I have to agree with that.
Where y'all at with them cigars? Because it looks like Zach's done.
I'm pretty
Zach's
much
been
done. I've been trying to debate whether or not I can relight this and get anything good out of it, but it's pretty much done. I'm gonna have to say it was hot when it was lit.
It's got scorched mustache a little bit.
Not quite. Close. Yeah, I'm ready to review whenever you guys are.
Okay,
Sure.
we can do that.
For it. Gibbs, you want to go?
So
Kick it off.
Yeah, I'll go. So for mine, I really enjoyed the cigar. I do have a couple of little construction issues that continued to plague me. I had to relight it several times, which I'm surprised, but yeah, I'm going to have to knock it for a couple of construction issues. But that aside, the cigar has been great to me. It's tasted good. It's been consistent throughout the whole thing. I like the flavor of it. Again, I can't get exactly what a taste profile out of it, but it's one that I would happily have in my cigar box whenever I'm ready to smoke it. I'd definitely go to it. And it's one I would pick up in the store if I saw it. I'd be like, hey, let me grab one of those too, because I know it's going to be a good smoke. So for the rating on this one, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. So it's getting pretty high rating. It's a good cigar. It's Drew Estates. They don't really put out crap, in my opinion.
Yep.
They put out pretty solid cigars, and I like it.
Oh, it's my turn, huh?
Yes, sir.
I didn't have any real construction issues. I had to touch it up like once throughout the episode. Part of that I'll blame on the fact that I got a cloud full of mist just kind of rolling off the back patio here because it's 1,000 fucking degrees. And fans blowing because it's the only way I'm keeping cool. But the draw has been good throughout. The flavor has been consistent. Going back to what Zach said, I recall the pepper or that spicy, kind of taste and flavor early on, and even probably midway. It's lost to that at this point, or I'm numb to it. Paired really well with the Ardbeg that I was drinking. Pairs well with the whatever heck this is in my circle bottle. So yeah, I'm with Gibbs. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. It's one of those that when I see it in the shop, I'm like, oh, I don't see that on a regular basis. I'm going to grab one or two and throw it in the box and let it sit for a little bit. So I've enjoyed the crap out of it. Robert?
I'm going to go 4. Like Gibbs, I did have to relight it a couple of times. There was a construction issue. But other than that, it did taste good all the way through. I did taste the pepper there. Yeah, it was good. I liked it.
Nice.
How about you, Steven? How's that leave us?
Oh, it's fantastic. I'm sorry. I apologize that I couldn't find the cigar that we were smoking this afternoon, so I'm going to sit this one out. Go ahead, Zach.
You can still review it. That's cool.
You still rate it?
With me, at least.
Yeah.
No, I'm not joking when I say that, like, if I see an Oliva Melanio, I don't ever hesitate to ever pick one up, in the sense that, like, I know that it's going to be quality through and through. It's going to be complex. It's going to be really... there's something about a medium-bodied cigar that really strikes a good chord with me, where you don't have to have this massive meal leading up. You know what I mean? Like, I love Roma Craft. It's probably my favorite maker of all of them. But if you guys have ever smoked one other than the Intemperance, you gotta eat a meal and you gotta be hydrated before going into one. Like, you can't just go into one on an empty stomach. Like, that's just not something you have to do. So it's good to, like, have those cigars that are options that you can still get this rich, tasty flavor, complex, and it's not going to totally knock you out, and it's so good. And Oliva always comes through with all that, whether it's the V, whether it's the G, the O. The O is more spicy, the G is more rich. The V is probably everyone's most go-to, but man, the V Maduro Melanio is just like, gosh, it is just such an incredible smoke, and you'll never ever pick one up and be like, well, that was a mistake. It's like it just doesn't happen. No.
There's not too many Olivas that you pick up as a mistake.
100%.
Yeah. Absolutely. I always pick up Olivas like sample packs because they go on sale for some reason and they end up being like a crazy good deal. And I'm like, oh, I've got a whole bunch of Olivas, and I'm never disappointed with them. They're
ever
good cigars.
100%.
Yeah. So this one, like I said, I think it's the first one of these I've ever had, and it was very good. I think the only like particular flavor I could like give a name to was probably that spice I was talking about, kind of a chili, not a pepper, but. It's the thing I like about a cigar. I like a little peppery or spicy, and I did have to relight it, but I think that's because I left it for too long because I was smoking it so fast, and I'm not. I had that little burn issue at the beginning, but I'm not going to knock it for that. I think that was just a fluke. And I'm going to give it a 4 also because it was solid. I definitely am going to pick up another one of these next time I see one.
Yeah, agreed.